What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Buccaneers franchise. We have episode 10, and today we are kicking off our final stretch of the season. 4 more games stand between us and a potential playoff berth, and as of right now, we are in the driver's seat. As long as we stay the course, we will get to the playoffs. I had a couple of comments on the last video about watching this, simming this, and honestly, I feel like I'm gonna watch this game. It's a road game. It's against a good team. They're 7-6, potential playoff matchup. So this is a team right now that is in the lead of their division, but they are tied. It's a 3-way tie at 7-6 between them, the Lions, and the Vikings. So with that, I think it would be a good game to watch, and we'll see how it plays out. You know, if we can get our 10th win of the season, that's big. And if we lose, that's really going to put us in a tight spot because the Falcons and Panthers are nipping at our heels. And for those of you who watched the slider video I posted just a couple of days ago, I am not using them in this franchise yet. The reason for that is I have been using the base since the beginning, and I wanted to see how things played out before I made a major change to my slider sets. So they will be debuting after this season, so it's a fresh start, because I didn't want players to play differently in week 15, right? That just doesn't make sense. So we're going to stick with the sliders I've been using, which is just base pro sliders. Nothing really changed at all. And then next season, we'll go ahead and we'll change it. And like I mentioned, I will be making adjustments to those if need be, and I will be doing it in the franchise file. So make sure you are following along with this franchise so that you can see if there are any major changes, if you're looking for them for your own franchise or for a league that you're a part of, whatever the case is. But anyway, let's get to it. Let's talk about these Packers. So when we look at the Packers schedule here, down here, the latest, they are 1-5 in their last 6 games. And it's not just road games either. These are also home games that they're dropping. So we are going to be in for a team that they are really panicking right now. They need a big win. We need a win. This should be a great matchup for us. And looking at their last game against the Giants, this is a team that we know doesn't have the best all-around talent quite yet. And Daniel Jones outperformed Jordan Love, not by much, but enough to have a better rating, had a little bit more yardage, had a better completion percentage, and was sacked less. So we know that they have been struggling through the air with Jordan Love, who's a young quarterback. Of course, you're going to have that. And on the ground, they got carved up by Saquon Barkley, 25 for 136, no touchdown. Aaron Jones held to under 60 yards on 13 carries. So we know that this is an offense that is struggling right now, and you can tell by the lack of points. 14 in this one, 6 like a week or two ago. This team is having a hard time finding ways down the field. Luckily for them, that has not been our strength this year. While they've played better than I anticipated, our defense is still a defense that can give up and will give up some plays from time to time, especially over the middle. We've seen that before. In the passing game, Sterling Shepard led the way for the Giants. And then look at down here, their leading receiver, 5 for 53, 4 for 49. So we have a chance to potentially catch them slacking since their last 6 games have been very bad. But we also have a chance for this team to finally get out of their funk against us and get back on the winning side of things. So we got to be on our toes. It doesn't look like their defense had a whole lot of stuff going on. Julian Okwara and Lucas Van Ness with the only sacks of the game. The one interception was by Quay Walker, who has definitely turned into a good player at the middle linebacker position for the Packers. Even though he had his moments last year, it seems like he's turned them around a little bit. 11 tackles on the day, also the leading tackler for both squads. So yeah, this is definitely a situation where we have to tread carefully. Not that this is a trap game, but we can't assume that this is going to be an easy win just because the Packers have lost 5 of their last 6. And then I'm just checking out these stories here quick just to look for some more draft prospects. We have a couple here. First one, center David Nelson had several miscues up front in Miami's bowl game concerning scouts across the league. So one of the top centers not having a good day. And then it was pure domination from George Andrews, who stonewalled every defensive lineman who lined up across from him. And he's a right guard. That's something that we need. I'm going to check him out. Okay, so it says there's more than a few burners on Oregon State's roster, so the fact strong safety Deontay Little won the team sprint tournament should speak volumes. Okay, wow. So there's another name to think about. And then one thing I've noticed is we have this one right here at the bottom from Matthew Berry. The Buccaneers take their number 32 ranked defense on the road to Green Bay. And then up here, it says the Bucs and their number 1 offense. So apparently we are the best offense and the worst defense in the entire franchise. That is awesome. I did not know that, to be honest with you. And yeah, it is correct. We are the top offense and we're the worst defense. Yep, so we are the worst defense and the best offense. Like I said, man, defense has not been our strong suit. While I do feel like a lot of our players that individually I think have played better than I anticipated, at least this first season, our defensive unit as a whole has not been very good. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. And then I just wanted to take a quick pit stop here at the yearly awards. I don't want to go through all of them. I just want to see what we are looking like, if any of our players are up towards the top. Trey Lance is somehow number 9 in Offensive Player of the Year. I mean, he does a lot of running, so I guess that makes sense. Levante David is down here at number 10, so last one on the list. Offensive rookie Trey Palmer is now behind Bryce Young, which I sort of anticipated, because when a quarterback is in the running, usually they're going to win. But we do have Trey Palmer sitting here at number 2. A couple of big games could push him over the edge. You never know. And then Kalijah Kancey is actually leading right now for Defensive Rookie of the Year. So that is awesome to see. I love what Kancey does for us, and hopefully he can continue that streak and get that awesome upgrade stuff at the end of the year. Never mind, I'm an idiot. I forgot he was hurt. Yep. As soon as I said it, I'm like, wait a minute, I think he's hurt, and he is. These are our current injuries. So we're going into it with 2 of our best pass rushers out and 2 of our best linemen out. This was why I didn't think I wanted to watch this game, but we're still going to watch it anyway, and hopefully we can get out of here with a win and keep the team afloat. So a lot of injuries to deal with right now, but hopefully we work our way through it. And now let's get down to the game plan for the week. I'm concerned that even though their stats from the sim are not coming through, they still have an 89 overall running back. But they do pass it a lot. So I'm sort of conflicted here. I don't know if I want to go short game again. Well, actually, I think I might want to. Yeah, let's try to go defense short. I think we had some success running that a couple weeks back. On offense, this is going to be a tough one because their strength is their run defense, but they have one of the best corners in the game. They do a lot of blitzing, 30% blitzes. So I'm almost wondering if we want to go back to the blitz counter, which again, when we ran that short pass, it seemed to work well against, who the hell did we play? I can't remember who that was a couple weeks back, but whatever. What I'm saying is the blitz counter seemed to work for us in that game. So I think I'm going to go ahead and run that here, especially with our injuries to the offensive line. We want as much help as we can get up front on some of those plays where they're going to be sending heat at us. So, and then for the game plan, I've had a few people message about the game plan and it not working or working with the playbooks. This stuff doesn't necessarily work with playbooks, right? It's a goal for you to get based off of what you think you're going to get out of the game. So like if I'm going to say sack the quarterback 5 times, that's a goal that I want us to have as a team. I'm not necessarily stating that just because of that, all of a sudden we're just going to blitz a bunch. Like I'm not trying to say this. I don't want to confuse anybody, and I don't want people thinking I'm not understanding the concept here. These are just simple goals for us to hit, but I'm still going to pick them as goals and things that I want us to try to accomplish because I think it's important to do that. So what we're going to do this week with these is I definitely feel like with us covering the short and having a bad defense and injuries, we need to try to create some turnovers. We need to force something to happen here. So what I want to try to do is I want to try to force 3 turnovers. Will we be able to do it? I don't know, but I actually like this choice. We're going to stick with it. Defensive coordinator, yeah, 24 points or less I think is the goal. I've tried going less, but our defense is just not built for that right now. And then on offense, if we can hit 300 yards, I don't think that's that hard between Lance rushing and passing and what our run game has done this year. And then what I want to focus on here is just simply win the turnover battle, okay? We have a banged up offensive line. We're going against a decent defense. We need to stay the course, try and force turnovers, not give them up. Let's go through them here quickly before we get to the game. First one, of course, being Duke Shelley. And you guys know my infatuation with Duke. And let's see. I definitely want to get his zone and play rec up. I mean, obviously I want to get everything up, but if we could get those two to raise, I think that would be really good. So we're going to go with zone here. That brings him up to a 75. We're going to get 1 to excel, 2 to awareness, 2 to play rec, 1 to press. So nothing for zone, but the 2 to awareness and play rec is good. Now this is awareness up to a 78, play rec up to a 76. Next is Jermaine Johnson. You know, this is the guy that we just brought over from the Jets in a trade for Mike Evans. We're going to go power rusher here. He's going to get 1 to excel, 2 awareness, and 2 tackle. There we go. And, you know, looking at it, he's not the ideal outside linebacker yet, but I have a feeling we can get him up there and really working well. That awareness and play rec, once that comes up, this guy is going to leap up the overall charts. And then Sean Tucker. Now, Tucker didn't have a very good game last week. Not as good as the one he had the week before, but he is still, you know, he's climbing. You know, he's 66 overall. I think I'm going to continue to do, I just feel like his spin and juke is so far down and his change of direction that it might be a disservice to, you know, run him as an elusive back. I want to let him just keep building on that power back. So we're going to do that again. That'll get him to a 67, and he's going to get 2 break tackle and 2 trucking. And before I forget, let's check out the players that were mentioned in the news section. So the first here we have is the right guard, George Andrews, and he is 6'3", 317, 22 years old. And he's got some good stuff here. Great to elite in excel, agility, jumping, good to great in change of direction and strength. Speed, not the best, but hey, you know what? You can't be great at everything sometimes. But here are his attributes. We have B awareness, A impact block, B lead, B run block finesse, B run block as a whole. We know his run block power can be no worse than a C, but the problem is his injury. What is that going to end up being? Is it going to be an F or a C? That's a lot of players seem to have a lot more lower injuries this year. I don't know if you guys have noticed that in your drafts, but it seems like players are getting lower injury ratings than they have in the past. You don't see this too much either. This was the player for center that was having the mixed bag of stuff happening, and he's projected to be a UDFA. Now, to be honest with you guys, I don't know if he was projected to be drafted before that story hit, but now he's not even projected to be drafted at all. I can see why. I mean, everything here is C's and D's. I mean, there could be a few that could be higher, but I mean, my gosh, this does not look like a very quality player. And then here was the strong safety who won the sprint, I believe, saying that the Oregon State team had a lot of fast players on it. So the fact that he won a sprint speaks volumes. He's 23 and he's more of a mid-round selection. He's 6'2", 213. It's weird because it says his speed is only good to great. So I'm not sure. He doesn't have the best ratings. And then his attributes here, sort of a mixed bag. B hit power, B pursuit, D's in play rec and man coverage, a C in awareness. Yeah, not a lot of great stuff jumping off the page of me right now. And then right before we get to the game, here is just a quick review of the current playoff picture. So we are the number 2 seed still. The Cowboys right in front of us. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if we stay the course, we close this season out good, we control the destiny of being the number 2 seed. Now, do I know if we even have a shot at the number 1? I'm not sure. I should really check the Cowboys. Schedule to see if it's even a possibility. But the Packers are right down there at the 4th seed right now, the team that we're going to be taking on today. We have the Panthers and the Falcons both in the playoffs with us, so 2 division rivals, and then the Rams and the 49ers. So weird to see that the NFC East is the only team not represented with multiple teams. I don't know. Just thought you'd maybe see the Eagles in here. I don't know what the heck happened to the poor Eagles, man. That's crazy. So actually the Cowboys are 1 game ahead of us, so we could potentially steal that number 1 seed if we can close out with a bunch of wins. And of course we have the Cowboys drop 1 or 2. I'm not sure what we're looking at for tiebreakers, so we would just have to aim for having a better record than them, obviously. But I'm not sure what would happen if we had a tied record right now. So we'll see if it does happen. But hey, right now at this point, as long as we stay in the moment, get our wins, we can be the number 2 seed at the very least. So we had a quick 3 and out, and now we are coming out on offense. We are playing in the snow for the first time this season, and well, in this franchise. There's the stats for Trey Lance, just hitting the 3,000 yard mark. 15 touchdowns, not a lot of touchdowns, but only 6 interceptions, doing a decent job of protecting the ball. So let's see what we are going to come up with here on our first drive. And because of the quick 3 and out, we had a great punt. And here goes Tucker immediately down inside the 40 to the 49, or inside the 50, my mistake. And that's going to bring us to 2nd and 3 with this little half full house look. Handoff to Rachaad White. Breaks through the first line of defense, and he's down to the 36. We're going to go right back to that same exact look. And we're going to give it to Rachaad White the other way. He slips past another tackler, a second tackler, and down to the 25. 3 runs in a row, and they go for a total of 31 yards. Rachaad White, 2 straight runs of 10-plus yards, big-time runs. And we find ourselves in Green Bay's 25, and there goes Tucker up the middle. He'll get 4. Great way to open things up. Here we go. We're going to go for the first pass. Lance looking, drops it off short to, I think that was Payne. Yes, it was. And he'll only get a yard on the play. It's going to leave us here on 3rd and 4. Well, let's see what we'll dial up here. Tucker in the backfield. Lance takes the quick snap. Quick shot outside. He's got the tight end. It's Caden Ott. Cade Otten. Jesus, I said his name backwards. Caden Ott. Where did I come up with that? But he makes the catch down to the 14. We have ourselves a first down. Oh, here we go. One-on-one to Godwin. Nope, we're going to go handoff to White, and he is brought down immediately after just a gain of 1. It was Preston Smith sealing the edge really well. The corner, I think, really makes that play because he got outside enough to force the fullback to block outside, which forced him to cut back inside, but it doesn't matter because Chris Godwin just torched the defense for a touchdown in the back corner of the end zone. Quick pass. It looked like maybe it was a corner route. Yeah, it's got to be a corner route, and he just gets outside. Nobody out there to help protect that corner, and we're going to take that every time. 6-0 Buccaneers. Let's see if the Packers can get something a little bit better going on their second drive. Again, first drive, 2 straight incompletions and then a short run by Love as he goes outside the number 89 for a gain of 5. And it's Hunter Henry. Henry was traded to the Packers earlier in this franchise. I'm pretty sure I talked to you guys about this. If I didn't, my apologies. But he was traded ahead of the deadline to become the tight end. And there goes Love again, taking off, diving forward. He will get the first and be marked down at the 28. I think that's a solid trade because if there's one thing the Packers were sort of missing, it was somebody they could build with that tight end. And oh my God, what a play. Devin White shot through the gap, and it's going to be a loss of 4. Empty backfield here on second. Love's got time, steps up, lets it go, and again, he's off target. And that's sort of what happened to them on the first drive. Just seemed to not find a rhythm. He had Christian Watson burned our corner deep, and he overthrew him by like 5 yards. That would have been a touchdown. Going for the screen, they get it. Jones has 1 blocker, but it's not going to be enough, and we are going to force another punt. We all know Rachaad White had a big week last week. 20 carries, 158 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And so far, he's off to another big start with those 2 or 3 big runs on the last drive. We're going to start off with him again, and there he goes, another big lane across the 40, and he's already got 38 on the day. One of the specialty things we've been able to do this year is open up that lane and like the B and C gap there. Every time. Pitch play outside. White. Oh, they covered that well. If he stayed outside, he might have been able to get a few more yards, but he cut it back inside. Packers were there waiting for him. I think he maybe thought the linemen were going to continue outside and he didn't want to get cut off by them. But hey, you live to see another day. 2nd and 7. We're going to go to the air here. Lance, quick shot. There it is. It's caught. Oh, man. Russell Gage takes a shot and he's hurt. Oh, we can't afford this. Another injury. It's Russell Gage. Look, he's like, I ain't hurt. I was just walking around. I don't know why you guys are touching my leg like this. This is weird. But that means N'Keal Harry is going to check in. He just there in the slot at the bottom of the screen. And Lance throws it quickly, and he can't hold on. It's Otten working against Rasul Douglas. And it looked like just a quick hot throw there that, you know, Lance thought we would have, but Otten just could not hang on. Hand off to Tucker, and oh my God, he gets flipped around by 58 McDuffie in the backfield, and it's going to push us back to 3rd and 12. What's Lance going to do? Drop back, steps up in the pocket. He's going to try to run it, and he takes a sack. Oh my God, and we're going to have to punt it back ourselves. Well, we didn't get a good enough punt off. I mean, it's not bad, but they're at the 13. I feel like we could have at least got them inside the 10. Couldn't get it done. They're going to go open set right away, and oh man. A dart over the middle. Love excited. He's pumped. He gets it out to Toure. I'm sure I messed that name up. But it's a gain of 9. Love a little play action to Jones. Deep one over the middle, and it's another completion. It's Hunter Henry again out across the 30. One thing they have not done yet is really try to mix things up. And there we go. Hand off to Jones. A quick juke gets him past White. But he is tracked down pretty quickly after that. And they will only get a couple on the play. 2nd and 8 coming up. Go a little bunch shotgun look here. They're going to hand it back off to him. Jones patiently working through that gap. And he'll get 2 more. See there, the Lions beating the Broncos down below. It means the Packers got to win this one to stay atop of the division. So let's hope that they don't know that. Deep shot, and it's almost intercepted. Carlton Davis could not hold on, but we will force the punt. Well, I don't even know how many drives I've skipped, but there's been a lot of punting. And maybe some of my left in, and you guys saw it, but if you didn't, that's why. And oh my God, Aaron Jones! Would you just go down, dude? I couldn't even speak. He juked like 7 times in that one play. That man literally just juked us out of the first quarter. And here we go. 2nd quarter action starting now. Outside handoff. Jones cuts it right back. Cuts it outside again. But he gets cut off. Hunter Henry actually stopped him. And Logan Hall able to come up and make the play. Because he had actually a pretty good opening there if Hunter Henry doesn't get in his way. They're going to go right back to him. This time a pitch play. Trying to get outside, and he does. He'll get some positive yardage and make it 3rd and 6. I thought we were going to get him back there, but the block that was happening sort of cut off our rusher who took an inside lane approach. Love getting pushed out of the pocket, fires it deep, and he's got a man. Number 13 down to the 40. It's Wicks. Big time play by Jordan Love. Rolling out, buying the time, and then finding his man open, running across the field there. I think that's the biggest play the Packers have had. Yeah, it definitely is the biggest play they've had today. First time they've been in our territory, and they'll throw it short to Watson. And Carlton Davis says no. Bats it down, forces the incompletion. Playing a little bit off, trusting that speed, or I should say, respecting that speed. They're going to hand off to Jones outside. He uses his speed to get to the edge, and he'll get the first. Nice run. Oh, they're going to go play action off it, throw it outside of the tight end, and another big play down to the 17. I'm not sure who 88 is, but he's flexing on all our defense. Oh, it's Musgrave, Luke Musgrave. Yeah, I knew that. That was a beautiful play design, too. They've ran it a few times on this drive. They set it up perfectly. And that time, though, we knew it was coming. Vita Vea brings him down after a couple of yards. But they are knocking on the door here from the 14. Love. And I don't know why you even caught that. Andre Dillard is down, the tackle for the Packers. And he is off to the locker room. So now I believe he's the left tackle. At least I know he was a left tackle in Madden 23. Here we go. Play action. But oh, look. Oh, my God. He missed him. What? No way did that just happen. Jermaine Johnson had him dead to rights. in the backfield. Easiest sack of his career. And he just whiffed on the play. Look at this. How? What? Oh, we still hold him to a field goal, but golly. That was pathetic. It's good. 7-3. We're still got a 4-point lead. And now the Packers back out looking for another play action. This time it's to Watson. And Watson unable to get enough separation from Devin White. Still turns it into a gain of 5, so it's not a horrible play. But obviously they were looking for more out of that. Quick throw outside, and it's caught out of bounds. The Packers starting to put together some nice plays as Wicks gets his second. He was the guy that made that big play on the last drive over the middle to really open up that drive for him. Oh, there goes Logan Hall. That time he doesn't miss. Thank God. Thank God. If he would have missed that one, I might have had to cut him. I'm just being honest, guys. I'm just being honest. That might have been the straw. Cutting him. Adios. See you later. 2nd and 19. Handoff. Jones gets it outside. Finds a little bit of a gap, but it closes up quickly. Winfield meeting him at the 46 and not giving up another inch. Empty backfield for Love on 3rd down. Here we go. Love looking for the deep shot. He's got a man and it's incomplete. Winfield gets his hand on it and breaks it up. And that was a big time play. He was looking for the speedster. And we're going to get the ball back again. Back on offense at the 33. Lance goes for play action. Stepping outside the pocket, lets it go, and it's caught by N'Keal Harry inside the 40. Big time play. Is that his first catch of the season? I think it was. Maybe I'm forgetting one. I know obviously he hasn't had a lot of catches. But there it is, first one. Getting into some action. And he's going to go over the middle of Palmer, and he makes the catch, gain of 6. So with him being out here, that must mean that Gage is still out. As Lance forced out of the pocket and throws off target over the middle. And he had pressure in his face that time. I mean, he sort of brought the pressure to himself by how he was moving around, but I can understand why that throw was off target. And now 3rd down. Lance back again, lets it go, and again, man, why are we not moving outside to catch the ball? That's the 2nd time Trey Palmer has had a shot on the curl flat route that Lance puts on the outside shoulder to try and get away from the defender, and Palmer just stands there. We'll take the points, but man, that just feels like a letdown. Love and company back out after that failed drive in the last one. He's running for his life, just gets it away, but it's out of bounds. He took a big shot. Love this time gets rid of it quickly. Watson breaks open over the middle, and he'll get it out to the 40. Only his 2nd catch of the day. They've tried to go to him deep twice, and both times they have been unable to connect. And there goes Aaron Jones off the left side. Nice gain of 5 for them. Back to throw it. Love over the middle, and it is caught. Holds on with the hits, with the contact. And that one is Bo Melton. Gain of 13. I think he was in preseason free agency. I almost signed him, but then I decided not to. Maybe I'm thinking of a different league. I thought that's what it was, but whatever. Gain of 7 now for Watson on 1st. Green Bay driving again. You know they want a touchdown. Try and tie this thing up of going into the halftime. A little pitch play there to Jones, and Jones just destroyed. Who was that? Who just got played like a fiddle in the backfield? I need to know. And they're not going to tell me. You guys might be able to go back and watch it when you're watching this. I can't, because obviously I'm watching it in real time. But go ahead and tell me in the comments who it was that just got played like a fiddle in the backfield right there. As A.J. Dillon comes in with his big frame and runs it all the way down to the 29. Uh-oh, Love under pressure, almost gets sacked, and Jermaine Johnson, out covering Musgrave, gets his hand in the air and bats it away. Pass deflection for Jermaine Johnson. Did not think we'd see it. I formation, you know they're going to run it now. Oh, they tricked everybody except Logan Hall, who comes away with the sack anyway. Big time play, pushing him all the way back to the 38. Love is mad. 2-minute warning hits. And now what do? They're in single back. Are they just giving up on this drive to not lose any more yards? No, they're going back to play action. And Love is under pressure. He throws it to Watson, who's going to get tackled behind the line. And that might have just pushed them out of field goal range. Duke Shelley, the one on the stop. And it does. They're going to have to punt it away to us. Oh, wow. What a turn of events by the defense there. And a good punt, though. Very good punt. Gets us down to the 4. So Green Bay going with the approach of let's try to shut them down, get the ball back with good field position. Let's try to not let that happen. And there goes Rashad White getting it across the 10. Nice opening play there on the drive. We call our first timeout at 1:05. Let's see, what are we going to do here? Lance, don't run in that end zone. What are you doing? What the hell was that? We just fumbled the crap out of this last drive. We give up the safety, and then we kick the ball out of bounds on the kickoff. Oh my God, we got his pick! Lavonte David! Wow. Just as I'm saying that we just threw this half away, Lavonte David just standing there. I was like, oh, this ball's coming directly at my face. Let me just catch this. As I was saying, we of course give up the safety. We go to do the punt kickoff. We kick it out of bounds, which is why they were all the way out at midfield. But luckily for us, Jordan Love didn't know that Lavonte David existed. And oh my God, we almost did it right back to him. What is happening? What is this last 2 minutes doing to both teams here? This is insanity right now. Both of the offenses are just, I don't know what they're doing. Come on, Lance, do something good. All right, well, you know, it's completion. It's a completion. We'll take that. Oh, there goes Lance again. Hey, there we go. It wasn't much. It definitely was not much. But it does move the chains. It gets us out of bounds. We can serve the timeout. Here we go. Come on, Lance. Do not. Oh, he's going for the end zone. And no, it's thrown out of bounds. All right, well, at least we took a shot. I appreciate that. Lance steps up. Oh, he's going to run. He's got a lane all the way down inside the 10. And we're going to use our last time out there. And we're going to take 1 or 2 more shots at the end zone. Lance has got to hurry up, though. He can't take a sack here. He gets rid of it, and he just throws it away. Good decision. This is the part of the field where you want to be aware of your throwaways, because you don't want to take a sack, run the risk of not being able to get the field goal unit out there. Right, Lance? Oh, my God. This guy is just testing my patience like no other. This guy is giving me like early Dylan Gilbert Day vibes, like just completely sporadic. Come on, Lance. Oh my God, he missed him again. He had him, really, he had him in the flat. The defender over pursued on the route. If he would have just kept it inside, that would have been a walk-in touchdown. But we do rebound, we get some points out of the drive, so I'm not gonna be too negative about it. We'll move that score 13-5. What a stupid score, by the way. So our beginning to the half did very badly. We had a negative run, a short run, and then an incompletion. And now we find ourselves on defense as Jordan Love fires a shot into Watson, who hangs on and makes the catch out to the 40. 5 catches, 39 yards for him so far on the day. We haven't even hit 100 passing yards yet. I don't like it. Jones up the middle, and he'll get 3. Play action. Uh-oh. Love got Watson underneath again, and it's going to... What? That's a first? That did not look like he crossed it. I can't go back and watch it, guys. Let me know again. Did he get to that first down marker? That looks a little short on my end here. And there's a catch over the middle with Bo Melton. I really don't think he should be wearing number 80. Like, I'm not a Packers fan by any means, but that's Donald Driver's number. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Jones with the handoff. Oh, gets past the initial defender. And Hunter Henry goes down on the play. It was a nice run by Aaron Jones. But that is the second Yeah, second injury of the day for Green Bay. Love. Under pressure, he goes down. Lavonte David with the interception to end the half. And now he'll come back and get a sack here to open up in the second half. Hand off to Jones. And once again, it's Lavonte David making serious noise in the backfield. And it's going to be another loss, pushing them back to 3rd and 21. And of course, they're going to go empty here because they need a big play. Love looking, he's got a man, but he's not going to be anywhere close to a first. But it should put them back in field goal range at least to extend or to shorten this deficit. All right, Packers open up a little play action, and Love overshoots him again. He had an opportunity and completely whiffed on the throw, but I mean, in his defense, he's running to the opposite end of the field, throwing off of his wrong foot. But, oh my God, David is just an animal today, guys. Tell me why I shouldn't re-sign him. I mean, he's just such a big-time piece to this defensive unit right now. If we can add some more pieces, that might just change the game. And another big play there. Davis tries to knock it out, but he holds on. Bo Melton stepping up big for the Packers today. And off to Jones, and Jones only gets a few. 2nd and 6. Love drops back. Oh my God, how does Shelley not come up with that, man? You gotta be reading that stuff. He had an opportunity to pick it. I don't know if his eye was not on the quarterback, but man, that was a lost play right there for us. Love now looking right side, somehow squeezes it into Watson, and they'll move the chains again. Handoff. Nothing there. 2nd and 9 for Love. Rolling around in the pocket, and Jermaine Johnson almost gets another sack, but he's able to throw it away. They need the 7 for a clean first. Quick drop back, quick shot, and a beautiful play by none other than Lavonte David. This man has been an absolute one-man show on defense for us today. Even though David did everything he could on that drive, the Packers are still able to drive down. And oh, there goes Sean Tucker out across the 40. Big run for Tucker, best one of the day. But we have probably the weirdest score you can have in football, 13-11. What a weird score this is. And oh my God, how did he get that through those defenders? A great throw by Trey Lance. And I mean, there was 2 defenders in front and 1 trailing Gage, and somehow he fits it in there for a gain of 9. I'm happy about it. Rashad White pushing forward to the 40 gets us a quick first. And Lance, oh my God, the corners are just stupid. That's what's going on. That should have been an interception. Similar to how Shelley's should have been an interception, but the corner sort of dumbs out, doesn't react, and it goes right to the receiver. That's crazy. 1st and 10, play action. Lance going over the middle. He's got Otten, and Otten's got it down to the 7. I imagine we're going to run this here. We got a big set. Oh, it's play action. Lance going to the end zone for Godwin. He's got him for the touchdown. Beautiful play design. I thought it was a pass, and heck, I'm the coach, right? That's crazy. But Lance pulls off a good play action. Godwin does a good job of selling that route, gets outside, and gets his 2nd touchdown of the day. Well, we'll extend that score. Wow, I can't even talk. Out to 20-11. And here comes the Packers back out here, finding Luke Musgrave over the middle, short, and a nice gain of 8. Let me know what you guys think down below about me potentially bringing Lavonte David back. Now, of course, I would wait till after the season. Oh, nice play by Davis, but a good catch by Wicks, and they'll move the chains. I mean, of course, it depends on his regression, but it also depends on what he's asking for after that regression hits. But he has just been so important to this defensive unit all season. And, I mean, I like Devin White. Of course I do, but David just seems to bring a different level of attitude to the position that I really don't want to lose. Quick throw, and there's David again. Now get it to the 37. Short gain, but it just, you know, like I'm saying, he's just everywhere. 3rd and 6 for Green Bay. We drop out of that double A gap look. Love didn't know what to do with it. Runs outside, fires, and finds an open Watson. Great job extending the play. Great job by Christian Watson. Continuing to work. Jamel Dean frustrated. But that is a beautiful play right there. It's tough to be mad at that. And they're going to go back to Jones, who's got an edge. And there it is, all the way down to the 18. They called our bluff. You know, we try to cover the short passing game, which we've been doing well when they go there. But they've been doing a lot of stuff over the middle and on the ground, which has led to Jones having a pretty good day. 18 carries, 73 yards. And that is going to end the third, bring us to the 4th and final quarter, with Green Bay knocking on the door. A touchdown here could put them within a field goal. Empty set for Love. A little pump fake. Love over the middle. Caught. No. Oh, they say he caught it. No. Did he drop it? I don't even know. I think he dropped it. 3rd and 8. Love, a strike over the middle. He put that thing on a rope. Melton makes the catch, and they'll get it inside the 5. 6 for 65 today. A little stack formation there on the bottom. Watch out for that quick out route there. No, they're going to go Aaron Jones. And David crushes him at the line. Oh, they've got to throw it. There's only one player out there. And no, they won't. They'll run it in, and Jones will get it without much difficulty. And the Packers are going to pull within 2 points. We failed big time very quickly. A sack, forced incompletions. The Packers defense came to play on that drive. They know they are close to having the lead in this game. And they're going to back out of here on offense. And Jones forcing his way through, but he puts it on the turf. And Winfield's got it. He fumbled it. That was easily him standing up. There's no way that is refutable. And I believe it was Carlton Davis, or it was Levante David. It was David. He punched it out from behind. That is a big play, but now we have to do something with this opportunity here. Here we go, handoff to White. Cuts it inside and pushing his way forward to the 41, dragging a defender along with him. And I think that should be enough for the first. It's not. The ball is across the first down marker, but it's not enough for the first. I got it. Makes sense to me. Empty set here on second. Quick outside throw. It's caught, and there's the first we needed. Lance over the middle, and oh, Otten had a chance, but he could not hang on. That is one that we will wish we had back. We cannot put something else together here. That was a good pass. It was a good route, and just Otten's got to make that play. And I don't know why we even bothered to throw that over the middle. 3rd down. We didn't get a single yard out of that completion. Lance, we need a first here, dude. Oh my God, and he threw an interception. You didn't see the green jersey standing there in the middle of all the white snow, just waiting for you to throw it? If we can keep going at this pace, we can really get this game down to like 2 minutes and put points on the board. That would be ideal. I'm just done. I'm done predicting stuff. Second and 13. Tucker in the backfield. Hand off to him. Trying to spin his way through contact, and he can't get it done. He'll get the yards we lost back, but it's now 3rd and 10. We're going to go stay in this single back look. I do not like this at all. Lance takes a big drop back. And hey, I like it now. Otten finds a way open and gets the first. Really didn't think that was going to work in our favor, so I'm happy. I formation for White. We're going to throw out of it. Lance throws it to White outside, and Rashawn Gary, he read that like a book, dude. He was not tricked for a single second, and Lance just didn't recognize it. Just chucked it out there anyway. Lost it too. We would have been better off just running outside a couple more steps and throwing it out of bounds. Oh my God. Why did you stop? What is wrong with this guy? And now we're back in a really bad spot again because we just cannot avoid this. This dude is driving me absolutely nuts. What in the hell is this? 2nd and 10, 1:57 left for Green Bay. They need, well, they just really need a field goal, so they only need about 20 yards. And Love looking to find some of them yards. He does, down to the 43. And as from that catch, you can tell that Hunter Henry has returned from his injury. Love again outside and off target. Jamel Dean was in the vicinity. He could not make a play on the ball. That could have sealed the game for us. Down to a minute 24. We definitely do not want them to run this down. There we go. That was such a big key play right there. Green Bay is forced to use one of their timeouts. We push them out of field goal range. Now 3rd and 17. We need another big play from defense. Come on, guys. Love's looking deep. You've got to be kidding me. All I wanted was a quick play, and we just gave them every yard they needed to put us out of our misery. A minute 15 left. We're going to have to start burning our own timeouts now to conserve time because Green Bay can just run this clock down. Yep, and there they come. And kick a field goal to take the lead by 1. And another timeout after the short run, 3rd and 7. They don't care if they get the first or not. They just want to make us use our timeouts. We'll give them the first anyway. Why not just give them the touchdown? Great job, guys. Now we have no timeouts and 1st and goal for them. I mean, this is just simple. Yeah, this is just simply over with. I knew I should have skipped this game. They'll call their timeout with 5 seconds left, and then they're going to kick a field goal, and they're going to take this lead. So unless we somehow block this field goal, we're going to 9 and 5. There it is. It's up and good. And that safety, that sole safety that we suffered at the hands of that stupid Trey Lance play is going to end up being the points that outdo us in this game. And lo and behold, Lavonte David gets an upgrade after that performance. Even though it was a loss, he deserves that upgrade. He was all over the field. Interception, forced fumble, got a sack. He was everywhere. Even at his 33-year-old age, still showing that he's got it. But yeah, guys, tough loss, especially just the way we lost. You know, to drop the ball like that, man, that really sucks. Let's go ahead and sim to next week and see what that means for the division. All right, so we keep the first place, which is huge. That's big. But now us and the Falcons are tied. So we have to win out and not let the Falcons overtake us. So, tough outing, tough game, but we still have hope going towards the postseason. Let me know down below again what you guys think of Lavonte David's situation. Is it worth bringing him back for a year 34? And I mean that in age, not in years pro. Would it be year 12? But as for this video, that is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. On your way out, if you could leave a like, that would be much appreciated. Consider subscribing if you have not already, and turning on the bell notification so you know when these videos go live and when I post other content. And I will see you guys next time.